Here's a book, 300 Zeros. It's written by Dennis Blanchard. And in this book, he's called K1. And that's because he has this ham radio that he built himself. And he's like really proud of this. And so he has this thing where he has to call someone on his ham radio for every state. And he has the chapters done by state. So he does it in Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Because it's a thru-hike, And so, sometimes he's like, oh, I'm having a really hard time, and, oh, I'm doing the Morse code thing. So it's like, oh, okay, that's interesting. The book's called 300 Zeros. So that's because he has a heart condition. He ignores it for a long time. He's like, oh, well, hey, it's beating a lot harder in the morning, but I'll be fine. But after a while, he's like, oh, actually, I could have died if I didn't do anything. So he takes 300 days off and comes back, the next year or whatever. So, and he's fine, but the doctors are like, maybe you shouldn't hike. But he's like, I'm going to go hike. So that's what the story's about. And it's called Lessons of the Heart on the Appalachian Trail. So it's like, Lessons of the Heart on the Appalachian Trail. Like, good one. In his book, he explains, the day-to-day thing thru-hikers go through, like the different obstacles, the different places hikers go to, and your normal thing, like the way hikers feel, and it helps. It's good because almost every hiker goes through it, so it's like, hey, it's good to know. He talks about losing weight. He's older. I think older men lose the most weight, and he loses a lot, and he gets concerned, so he tries to eat as much as he can. And he does a really good job at doing history on hiker towns. And, like the ice cream challenge, talks about that, and he talks about dragon tooth, and just, your normal day-to-day thing on the trail. And he has some funny bear stories, where the best one, I think, was when he was taking a shower. He had, like, one of those things where it's like a bag and you put water in it. And he's taking a shower and he's, like, sudsing up and stuff. And he's like, do-do-do-do-do. And he looks over and there's this bear, like, standing up, just looking at him, really curious. And he freaks out and he's like, ah! So he decides he's gonna, like, charge this bear with a hiking stick. And the bear starts running and he's like, I'm gonna get rid of this bear. So he's like running after the bear so it doesn't come after him again, and like thorns are scraping him and stuff, and and then he looks and he sees in the parking lot there's all these people watching him, and he's like stark naked, and he's like and heads back into the woods. He's like, well, I'm a thru-hiker, I mean, what do they care? So that was very entertaining. So yeah, should try reading 300 Zeros. He does a very good job of getting the facts down and normal thru-hiker stuff.